Nikki Bella in tears after her husband files for divorce. Heartbreaking breakdown shocks fans. Today's story is one of heartbreak, unexpected pain, and raw vulnerability. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. WWE Hall of Famer, reality TV star, and fan favorite Nikki Bella has been left in tears after shocking news that her husband has officially filed for divorce. What went wrong in what seemed like a picture-perfect relationship? Why did this happen now? And how is Nikki Bella reacting behind the scenes? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the emotional spiral that's left Nikki Bella devastated, and her fans speechless. Nikki Bella's fairytale love. Nikki Bella, born Stephanie Nicole Garcia-Colace, has been in the spotlight for over a decade. From her early days in WWE with her twin sister Brie as the Bella Twins, to her journey on Total Divas and Total Bellas, fans have been closely invested in Nikki's life, especially her love life. After her highly publicized relationship and engagement to John Cena ended in 2018, fans thought Nikki would never find love again. But in a twist of fate, she found comfort, joy, and eventually romance in Artem Chigvintsev, her Dancing with the Stars partner. Their chemistry was undeniable from the first moment on the dance floor. Slowly but surely, their bond blossomed. They officially confirmed their relationship in 2019, got engaged in 2020, and welcomed their son Mateo later that same year. The Bella Army was thrilled. Artem seemed like the perfect match, sweet, grounded, and patient. And Nikki looked the happiest she had ever been. From their romantic posts on Instagram to heartfelt podcast episodes, they painted a picture of domestic bliss. But now everything has come crashing down. The first signs of trouble. Every relationship has challenges, but when you're living in the public eye, every crack is amplified. For months, eagle-eyed fans noticed something strange. Artem and Nikki weren't posting together as often. They hadn't made a red carpet appearance in over 6 months. And Mateo, now a toddler, was mostly seen with Nikki. Then came the podcast episode where Nikki casually mentioned feeling emotionally distant. At the time, many brushed it off as stress or a momentary issue. But behind the scenes, things were unraveling quickly. According to sources close to the couple, the root of the tension stemmed from clashing career paths and lifestyle expectations. Nikki, who had returned to managing her businesses, brand partnerships, and media appearances, was constantly on the go. Artem, who was filming overseas and touring with Dancing with the Stars live shows, struggled with the long-distance element of their marriage. Reports indicate Artem had voiced his desire to move to Europe to be closer to his extended family, while Nikki wanted to stay in Los Angeles where her empire and her twin sister Brie were firmly rooted. The once unshakable partnership started to wobble. The breaking point. According to leaked court documents and insiders close to both parties, Artem Chigvintsev officially filed for divorce on July 20th, 2025. The filing cites irreconcilable differences, a common legal phrase, but one that hides a mountain of pain and conflict. Insiders reveal that Artem broke the news to Nikki in person just 2 days prior, during what was supposed to be a brief visit before leaving for a tour. Nikki, completely blindsided, broke down into tears, begging for more time, pleading to try counseling or separation before taking such a final step. But Artem had already made up his mind. Sources say this wasn't a sudden decision. Artem had been struggling for months, feeling unseen, unheard, and emotionally exhausted. While he still loved Nikki, he felt the partnership had turned transactional, more about schedules and co-parenting than true intimacy. He allegedly told her, "I don't want Mateo to grow up watching two parents who were emotionally disconnected." And with that, the papers were filed. Nikki Bella's emotional. Nikki Bella has always prided herself on being strong. Whether in the wrestling ring or during the highs and lows of fame, she's been resilient. But this time, even she couldn't hide the devastation. Just hours after the news broke, Nikki posted a cryptic Instagram story with a black background and a single broken heart emoji. No caption, no explanation. That was followed by a black and white photo of Mateo holding her hand with the caption, "The only thing that matters now." Later that evening, Nikki went live on her podcast, The Bellas, but for the first time ever, Brie hosted alone. Brie tearfully explained, "Nikki isn't ready to talk right now. She's with Mateo. This is a very emotional time. Please keep her in your thoughts." Fans flooded the comment sections with support, sending thousands of messages to Nikki. But sources say Nikki is not okay. She's been spending time at her mother's house in Arizona and is reportedly undergoing therapy to process the shock. One friend revealed, "She thought they were going through a rough patch. She didn't expect him to give up entirely. She's heartbroken." What about Mateo? Perhaps the most painful part of this story is the impact on Mateo, the beautiful little boy they both adore. Co-parenting has now become the focus. In Artem's divorce filing, he requested joint custody, stating his commitment to being a present father despite the separation. Sources confirm that Nikki, though devastated, agreed immediately. She doesn't want her son growing up in a tug-of-war. But emotionally, it's been draining. A friend close to Nikki said, "Every time Mateo asks when Daddy's coming home, Nikki cries. She's trying so hard to stay strong for him, but she's shattered inside." Despite everything, Nikki is determined to shield Mateo from negativity. She's refused to bash Artem publicly and is reportedly working with a child therapist to make the transition as smooth as possible. Brie Bella steps in. If there's one person who always has Nikki's back, it's Brie Bella. Brie has stepped in full-time to support her sister, moving her family to be closer and even pausing some of her business projects to help Nikki regroup. She's taken over joint podcast duties, doubled down on family dinners, and has been seen publicly walking with Nikki in paparazzi photos. "She's my rock," Nikki reportedly told friend. "I don't know what I'd do without her." Brie, always the voice of calm, has been urging Nikki not to rush into any decisions. She's encouraging her to take a break from media appearances and focus on healing. "She just needs time," Brie said in a recent post. Nikki gave her whole heart to this relationship, and when something breaks your heart that deeply, it takes a while to rebuild. Social media explodes. When the news hit the internet, fans were stunned. Hashtag Nikki Bella divorce trended globally within an hour. Some blamed Artem. Others blamed the pressures of fame. But most simply expressed heartbreak for Nikki. Thank you to everyone who sent love. It means more than you know. Divorce is never easy, especially not in the public eye. But if there's one thing we know about Nikki Bella, it's that she doesn't stay down for long. She will cry. She will hurt. But one day, soon, she will rise. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more breaking updates, heartfelt stories, and WWE drama delivered straight to your feed. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment.